Hello everybody, and welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors. So we just wanted to give everybody an update. We haven't come out with any sawmill videos or videos of getting logs out of the woods. We've had a little problem, and that problem is called too much rain. We have gotten a lot of rain. Not that I'm complaining, because we needed the rain after this dry summer. The pond, you'll be glad to know, is almost full. Got about 1.5 feet to go, and that'll be full. But the ground has gotten so mushy and everything is so wet that we're unable to get vehicles back here to the sawmill. We're unable to get vehicles back on the trails in order to bring out logs without actually tearing the trails up. So we're not going to do any of that stuff right now. We're going to wait for this rain to stop. Hopefully it'll stop in a day or two. Things will tighten up a little bit, and then we can get in the woods and get some logs on the mill. Do a little sawing. Got to get the tractor off the mill before I can saw. So let me tell you about some stuff that we got coming up here pretty quick, and some things we plan on doing. Okay, so this weekend is the last weekend of deer hunting. This is black powder weekend. We could take a buck or doe. I'm not going to shoot another deer. I was blessed with a nice 8-point. Tim may take a doe if the right one comes out. We're not sure whether we're going to take one or not. We do have another week down south of the river, but I think we're going to pass on that. We've gotten one big deer this year, and that sufficed in giving us enough meat. We split everything we kill. So we got at least 2 more hunting videos coming out. That'll be this weekend. And then we do have a couple of logs here on the mill. I've got 4 maple logs. We've had an inquiry for some spalted maple. We did drag 1 maple log out of the woods when we went to get the hemlock out. And I have 3 other maple logs laying here that I took out of our log yard. I know the one log has spalting in it. I cut a piece off the end to try to make a bowl on my lathe, and the wood was too punky. The spalting is in it, but the wood itself is deteriorated. I don't know if there's any solid parts in that log or not. We'll have to cut into that log to find out. So we will be doing a video on cutting the spalted maple here pretty soon. Maybe tomorrow night, because the logs are already here. We just have to roll them on the mill. Got to get the tractor off the mill. Hopefully the ground is hard enough tomorrow night where it doesn't tear the grass up. The wife does not like me tearing the grass up. Don't know why. And we'll get that video on cutting the spalted maple. And then as we're going to shoot one video, we've had a couple of inquiries of people asking, how do you make videos? How do you make your videos so that, people want to watch them? So we thought what we would do is, while I'm shooting the video on the spalted maple, we'll set up a second camera shooting us making the video. We'll walk you through the steps of what we do, actually cutting the video and putting it together on our video program. So that might be kind of interesting if you'd like to see that. Like I said, we've had a couple inquiries, so we're going to try and do that. And then we got to get up in the woods. We got 2 maple logs down that we have to get out. We have a couple more hemlock logs we need to get out. And I've also had an inquiry on some skids. Somebody wants to move a 12-foot by 16-foot shed, and they need a couple skids to put under the shed. That'll probably have to be hardwood, so we'll have to pick out a couple trees for that and cut those down as well. So we do have some stuff coming up. We haven't got any snow at all. As long as the snow totals stay down low, we'll be able to get up in the woods and get out some logs. So just catching up on what we're doing and what's going on. I'll show you those maple logs that we're talking about here. And one thing we did do is we put a playlist together. We put 2 playlists together. One on, actually 3 playlists. One on our shorts, one on our sawmill videos, and one on our hunting videos. If you guys have missed any of our videos, we'd appreciate it if you go back and watch the playlist. Let them play out. We're trying to build up our watch hours. We're close, but we're not quite there. We can't pull the trigger on monetizing. We do need those playlists played so we can bring our watch hours up. And not being able to crank out a couple videos this week, that's hurt us also. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. Let me show you the maple logs that we got. We're going to put on the mill. All right, now this is a nice maple log right here. It was back by the hemlock. I don't know why we left it, but we just happened across it. It's got some mushrooms on the end of it, which is a good sign that it might be spalting. Got mushrooms on both ends. Can't see that end too good. And then we have 3 logs over here. This one's got a crotch in it. I know this log for a fact has got spalting in it because I cut the end of this log off, tried to make a bowl on the lathe. And then this log, and the log with the crotch in it. And then we have one more log here. I'm thinking these 4 logs all have spalting. We're hoping anyway. So, like I said, we had an inquiry for spalting. The inquiry is pretty strong inquiry, otherwise I wouldn't just cut them. But if it's spalted, we will find a buyer. There's a lot of buyers for spalted wood. One other thing we'd like to do too is we have this cherry burl. This burl we've had for sale for I think about 2 years now, and we've had a few people look at it, but nobody's really interested. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this burl and put it on the mill and see if we can slice it up. How do you think we should slice it? Do you think we should slice it 2 inches, 3 inches, or 1 inch thick, 5/4 thick? What do you think? Leave in the comments below how thick you think we should cut this burl in order to sell it. All right, guys. Well, we really appreciate you watching our videos. We really appreciate the support we received. And our subscriptions has just gone through the roof. It's phenomenal. And we really appreciate everybody who supports us. If you can just watch our playlists and help us get those watch hours up, we would really appreciate that too. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And hopefully tomorrow night we'll get the next video together. Until then, we will catch you later.